I'm fresh off the jet, man, from Ivory Coast. I even saw God's beautiful artwork in the clouds. I need your love. I need your grace and grateful for them blessings. They coming round like figure eights. I need your mercy. I need your peace. Shish kebab, Lord, please help me get through this beat. The flow feels good like a summer breeze. Wrist piece.
In order to explain Unpacking, I kind of got to take you back a little bit. So those of you who have followed my music, you would know that this is the third solo album that I've done under the moniker, under the name The Prodigal Son. So these albums all align with the biblical story of the prodigal son, right? So the first one was called Clear for Land. And so it talks about the prodigal son on his way home. You know, he went out to the world, did his thing. Now he's on his way home after he found out the error in his ways, right? And he's going home to his father. So for me, that was like when I was saved as an adult, when I made the conscious decision to follow Christ, right? So Clear for Landing, that was the first album, right? The second album was called Baggage Claim. Now, it's a little deeper. Now that you're saved, people think that everything just go change, boom, in the drop of a, twinkling of an eye, drop of a dime. Your whole life is just 100%, better, right? But what they don't talk about, and I think that we disillusion some people, is you still got to deal with those issues that you had before you got saved, right? So the second album was titled Baggage Claim, right? So now that I'm saved, I still got to pick up those bags, but I just know that with Christ, like, my burdens are light, right? God got me. He picking up my bags like a bellhop, right? And so that album just talked about those different things that I asked and I prayed and I allowed God to carry for me, right? Now this third album, so we got Baggage Claim. We got Clear for Landing. We got Baggage Claim. And now here we are 10 years later, right? 10 years since my last release. And so this album is titled Unpacking, right? So Clear for Landing, right? On my way home, Baggage Claim. I pick up those bags. Now Unpacking. I take those bags and now I'm home, right? I'm home. I'm able to open those bags and actually go through those bags, now through a different lens, right? So 10 years later, so when I'm unpacking this bag, I talk about mentorship. I talk about, credit trustworthiness. I talk about marriage. I talk about fatherhood. I talk about what does hanging with my friends look like, right? And so I really dive in deeper on all these concerns, concepts, issues, whatever you want to call them, after being saved, right? Because we still are dealing with the same thing, mental health, right? So Unpacking, to me, definitely is the most anointed out the three. I'm the most vulnerable out the three. You will hear my passion. You will hear raw emotion. I cried through two of the tracks, really, when I was recording them. They were harder tracks to discuss and be vulnerable about as well. So I'm excited. I'm excited for people to hear Unpacking. I know that God will use this album to bless a lot of lives, save a lot of people, encourage people. So Unpacking, here's where we are. 10 years later, album title's Unpacking, and I'm unpacking. So, man, stay along for the ride, man. Rock with your boy, The Prodigal Son, new album.